In my 20 years of spiritual growth and having a closer relationship to God, it does not defy religion. Now, if I look at myself 20 years ago when I first started astral projection, I didn't realize that this was going to really transform my life and build a closer relationship to God and to Christ. Now, this is a path and a journey that God has set up for me, and it makes sense to me. And this is how I have found God. Now, many people will argue that leaving the body is forbidden. It defies religion. But however, if we look at the scriptures in the Bible, there are so many instances of disciples, angels, stories that depict that person going out of a body and meeting an angel, communicating with God, or receiving a message through a dream. Now, this is a legitimate Christian tool. There are many interpretations to this. But I can tell you now, for the last 20 years, it has absolutely changed my life from bad to good. Now, some of the examples that how this has changed my life is how I had thought in the past. I had always thought about that person that is in that type of car is lower than me because of their economical status, because I'm driving the fancier car and vice versa. They're driving the lower model scale car. Well, I don't think that anymore. And when I first experienced that first OBE, it really opened my eyes to realize that we are more than just flesh and more than just our physical bodies. It also taught me how to love and how to be a better person caring for others instead of just thinking about myself. I also am a volunteer with the Hospice of Michigan. I also attend every Sunday my local church, which is Mars Hill. My wife and I are adopting a baby from China. Now, I also work for a company which is Christian-based. Now, just because I have found God through astral projection, it doesn't mean that I practice the dark arts. I know that dark entities, Satan, evil, does exist, but I do not practice this. I practice loving the neighbor, trying not to be judgmental, and trying to do good here on earth and helping other people through my website, Invisible Light. Now, many people will email me about religion and fear and the unknown and defying God. All I can tell you is that it's an experience. It is a journey. Everybody has a specific purpose here on earth to fulfill. And everybody has a relationship with their God and who they follow. Everybody has their own path I follow leaving the body and exploring consciousness does not mean that I follow Satan. Now, another important thing to understand is that when you do leave your body, most people realize that the path that they were leading or what they were traveling down was negative, and it changes them. Also, look at the people who have near-death experiences. What is the common theme to these experiences? It's love. It is feeling and being completely absorbed and penetrated purely by God's love. So, if you look at this, and when people come back from a near-death experience, and most near-death experiences, and the people are touched by this, that they change careers. They become ministers. They become priests. They become active in the community to help the homeless, to help people that are dying in Africa of AIDS. It transforms their life. So just to make a judgment on somebody that leaves their body, you have to look at their intent. Is their intent for good? To do good for the world here and thereafter? Or is their intent to turn to darkness and to hurt people, to seek out negative energies, to seek out the dark path? I myself seek God and Christ and to help people. So that is why the out-of-body experience does not defy religion. You have to use your knowledge and understand